Hawthorne Bank in Liberty is a proud supporter of the Liberty School District. At Hawthorne Bank, we understand the importance of a strong community and a strong school district. We also understand the importance of a strong financial future for our school district's families and for our local businesses.
I'm Melissa Hubble.
I'm Katie Colbert.
I'm Lynn McClure.
I'm Nick Richmond, and Hawthorne Bank is proud to support KLPS and the Liberty Public School District.
Hawthorne Bank, with you every step. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, welcome to our weekly Blue Jay press conference. I'm Chad Fregon. We're here to talk about our game this last week, our homecoming game, and then the game this upcoming week. We have another home game against Lee Summit North. Last week we had a big win on homecoming. It was kind of the end to a great week here at Liberty High School with a lot of students involved and a lot of activities and a lot of school pride. And we were lucky enough to get the win on Friday and are heading into our final regular season game this week against Lee Summit North. Go ahead.
Okay, what things do you want to emphasize with the whole team going into the playoffs?
Well, I think when you look at some of the things, we continue to emphasize on our defense pursuit and being able to get all 11 guys to the football. That's been a big thing for us in creating turnovers and getting people off the field in third down, which are two of our big goals. We're +9 in our turnover margin for the year, and that usually leads to good things. We've had years we're on the opposite end of that, and our record reflected it. So that's been a big thing for us defensively. Offensively, we continue to try to be diverse in what we do, and with run and pass, and being able to find new ways we can run those things to disguise it from defenses. And there'll be some things we work on going into these next few weeks. Go ahead.
Lee Summit North had a lot of weapons on the offensive side of the ball last year. Do they have just as many weapons this year?
Yeah, I think they have a lot of weapons, but they're set up a little different from what we've seen. Last year they were a primarily passing team in the game against us and had a lot of yards passing. This year they appear to run the ball extremely well, and maybe running it, they haven't passed as much, maybe because they haven't needed to. But very good run game, very talented playmakers around the ball.
Looking ahead to the bye week, what are you guys going to do maybe differently to prepare for the district game?
Yeah, the bye week, we have one guaranteed, then we know we play at home. After that, it's not quite sure who the opponent is, but we'll take that first bye week and really go back and work some of our basic fundamentals and work some core things that maybe we don't have time to on a regular game week when we're preparing for an opponent. So be able to shore some things up and just find little things we can fix as we get into our next game week, which would be that second round of the playoffs. Go ahead.
What do we need to work on offensively this week when approaching this Friday night game?
Okay, I think offensively, continue to balance what we do and make our runs look like passes and our passes look like runs. That's key for us. We're a play-action passing team, and to be able to do those things. But there's a lot of things we can do better on the offensive side. We've had some stretches where we've had trouble running the ball against some certain fronts, and then those are things we'll have to key on and really focus in on next week. Right.
How do you think the fans in our student section is going to affect the rest of the season?
It's just been outstanding. When I walked out Friday night, when we came around the corner, the student section was completely packed to the top. It was pink, so you could see it a mile away. But just an unbelievable atmosphere, not just our game, but every day at school last week, I felt like our, the spirit days were extremely well. People participated in them extremely well. And just a lot of fun at Liberty High School. And that's, a credit to our administration and to our teachers and our leadership classes. And everybody works so tirelessly to put those on, followed by a great assembly on Friday, and then a well-attended game, and just a lot of fun stuff at Liberty High School. And it's what makes high school fun. And I thought it was great, and it really capped it off with that game on Friday. Go ahead.
With it being the homecoming on the weekend or whatever, what was the inspiration and the motivation going into that game?
Well, I think it was a little extra. Just it was homecoming. We had also been on the road the 2 previous weeks with games at Platte County and Park Hill and Park Hill South, but played at Park Hill. And I think when we came out on the field, at that home field, and it's still so much fun playing in our new stadium, our guys had a little extra in them. I felt like their pregame was good, and it carried over into the game. Even though the game was out of hand early with the score, I thought our kids continued to play at a high level, which I was happy with. Right, Matt?
Looking at the bracket, it looks like we may play Liberty North again. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, the way we set up, we're in a 5-team district, so the top 3 teams get a bye, and we're guaranteed to get a bye in that. And then Teams 4 and 5 play each other and then play 1, which right now Staley is number 1 with that, which means 2 and 3 would play if things stay the same now. So, we'll look forward to having any home game, and Liberty North's a team, just by looking at their record, they've won, I think, 3 out of their last 4 games. They're doing really well, and they have a great staff and great kids, and have improved throughout the year. So it'll be a tough game, no doubt, later on in the playoffs if we do end up matching up with them. Go ahead.
With any football season, there's going to be injuries, but this year there's been some key injuries, but the depth's been doing a pretty good job. How do you feel about that?
It's earlier this year, I asked a couple people asked, what our strength is, and obviously we had some great returning players coming back, but I do truly feel that one of our biggest strengths is our depth. And we've had some injuries, we've worked through them, had to change some things, but it's been something that we feel like we've been able to make some changes and still be effective on both sides of the football. Good news is on some of those injuries, we're starting to get a few of them back. Some of them not. Some of them are out for a while, but we're starting to get a few of them back and work those guys back in, which has been welcome. Go ahead.
Do you think the school has enough spirit, or could we use more spirit?
Well, I think it's at an all-time high, at least in the 23 years since I've been here. It's been outstanding. And always, I'd like to, you want to see more people involved all the time, but I feel like it's really good at this point. And it's not just from football season, but just from all the different activities, the success they've had this fall. I pull in every morning and our band is practicing when I get here at 7. And you think there's a couple hundred kids that got up with their alarms going off at 5 something, come in, because they have a passion for it and just try to be great and just love seeing all that going on within our building. Go ahead.
This upcoming game is a senior night game. Will that affect who is on and off the field?
No, we have a introduction at the beginning, but it really doesn't affect who we play or anything like that. We still kind of follow the same procedures we do at every game. We have a great group of seniors, 18 kids. All of them have a special part in our program, and some of them, we have everything from people that have played since they were small to people this is their first year of football. But all in all, it's been neat to see them gel as a group, and I think that's why our team chemistry has been good, because they're such good examples for the rest of them. Go ahead.
What kind of improvements have you seen in your team that are going to help during playoffs?
Well, I think the biggest thing, we're taking care of the ball better. And we look at, I think we've had 6 turnovers this year. That's down significantly. That's been an improvement, just being steady. We still have to clean up some things penalty-wise, legal motions, things like that on the offense, where we can get cleaner with how we play with that. And then we'll just continue. We grade pursuit. And pursuit is how the defense runs to the football. So if the football goes to the right side of the field, how the defense pursues across to that instead of just standing there and watching. We grade that every night. And we grade it in practice. We grade it in games. We run for when we don't pursue well. And we're trying to get that so we have that relentless pursuit to the ball. It's been up and down. And we've noticed, usually our Wednesday pursuit score is better than our Tuesday. And so we're trying to really improve that so we can be the same every day and not be one of those teams that in peak and valleys that comes out and becomes steady every day with it. All right, great questions today. I appreciate you all coming in. We'll have our game against Lee Summit North and then a bye week next week. Look forward to seeing you next Monday. Thank you.
Hawthorne Bank in Liberty is a proud supporter of the Liberty School District. At Hawthorne Bank, we understand the importance of a strong community and a strong school district. We also understand the importance of a strong financial future for our school district's families and for our local businesses.
I'm Melissa Hubble.
I'm Katie Colbert.
I'm Lynn McClure.
I'm Nick Richmond, and Hawthorne Bank is proud to support KLPS and the Liberty Public School District.
Hawthorne Bank, with you every step. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.